It is a little-known fact outside of football circles that for the past 3 decades, Marchand's six-time parliamentary representative has spent about $10,000 of his own money every year to make the Philip J. Pierre tournament happen. This year, the tournament is back, and Pierre is not just the MP of Marchand, but the Prime Minister.
I'm very pleased this morning to be associated and to make this check, this sponsorship for the entire competition to the Marchand Football League.
Marchand has always been a powerhouse in football, and in spite of the negative effects of the COVID interregnum, the community's teams have been making strides, with some being promoted in the semi-professional football league. After COVID, the infrastructure was deteriorating and many events had to be put on pause. But when the Prime Minister is your district representative and sports development is high on his priority list,
This has also come with substantial upgrades in the Marchand ground and the Minderfield Park. The Marchand grounds has been the large part of the upgrade has been completed. The next set of work will be on the grounds itself. As you know, we have covered the stands. The stands have been completely covered. The seats have been redone. The grounds, we've changed the goalposts, etc. And the last set of work to be done is a slight upgrade on the playing surface.
Pierre's connection with Marchand football dates back to his days at secondary school. The game even influenced his politics, with the way it makes the middle class, the working class, and the indigent poor all equals on the field, elevating players based solely on merit. And for his entire political career, he has put his money instead of his foot where his mouth is.
The Philip J. Pierre tournament has been around for 27 years. This is the 27th edition of the tournament, and I'm very pleased this morning also to tell you that we are once more sponsoring that tournament, and we also are co-sponsors in a youth tournament together with the NLA, a youth tournament for the young people of Marchand and Castries East, and we also are making a small contribution to football gear for the young men who play in the Marchand, in the semi-professionally, the young men who play for Marchand. So I'm very pleased today to make that contribution and to continue to work and thank the Marchand Football League for what they're doing for young people and for sports in the constituency and in Castries and St. Lucia generally.
Pierre may be the primary patron of Marchand football, but even he was wrong about how deep the connection is between Marchand football and the Pierre family. Fortunately, the president of the Marchand Football League was well steeped in St. Lucian football history.
We are indeed pleased, the Marchand Football League, to receive these checks. But a point of correction, the Honorable Representative said 27 years, but the Pierre family have been involved in Marchand football for about 45 years. And I tend to try and always tell the PM that Home Pride Bakery, Bert Pierre, sponsored hustlers in the Marchand Football League. And that was the first team with tracksuit. When everybody has had natural gear, they had tracksuit.
Not to mention the immeasurable impact that football has in crime prevention, reducing healthcare costs, and mitigating against other social liabilities. In fact, the hundreds of thousands that Pierre has spent in Marchand football may have already saved St. Lucia untold millions of dollars by keeping the youth healthy, engaged, and optimistic, not to mention out of hospital, cemetery, and jail. For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Seaflay.